Hello, everybody. Long ago ego here. My name is Jeffrey, and today we're playing my niece Nikki. And she's already made her move, so we will give her a 4-4 point in the upper corner. Of course, now that we're at the new place, we're using a floor go bun. Still doing her games on OGS because my nephew and his wife live in Michigan, and we, of course, are coming to you live from Hiroshima. Okay. Now we got our initial stones in our corners. Let's see what she wants to do in terms of approaching. Nikki has been playing since February, so she's a beginner, coming along pretty well. We've got basic corners figured out. So we're starting to throw a few different things at her. So I like the 3-4 with a high approach. So that's what we're most familiar with. We'll go with the short extension here. Had a good game yesterday against Cameron, her husband. It's okay. She's going a little bit short. That's because she doesn't want to get cut or interfered with. She doesn't want to get something like this happening, which I tend to do. It's still there. All right, so that corner sequence is finished. Do this one. And look at the board when I place my stones. Okay, so she spins back to connect, and we're going to do a tiger's mouth. Been doing that the last several games rather than a solid connection. They were taught to do a solid connection, so it's probably best for them, but we want to give them the opportunity to keep. Okay. And I will go I want to extend a little bit extra here. We want to kind of mirror the way that newbies would play, overextending a little bit. Of course, playing here is probably better, but we're going to overextend. Okay, so she's going up here. So playing on the left side to break this up a little bit. She's got a solid position here at the bottom. I often neglect to play one or the other. That time it was OGS, a little slow. Oh, okay. What she wants to do with this is a sort of out of the ordinary, something we don't usually see from Nikki, which is what beginners should do. They should try something a little bit different, a variation off of something they know in order to grow. Okay. Play conservatively. Now, I could have done that, but I don't think I want to. Not this morning. Okay. I think there might be a little better, but she's going to do a solid connection. Um, hmm. What do I want to do? I think I'll just go here so she doesn't go there and then threaten an Akati at D17. Early days. Better safe than sorry. Okay. Probably something over in this area would have been a little bit better. Get some expansiveness. And I guess we'll just go with a high approach. So one of the side effects of going from sitting at a table with a folding go-bun on the table to a floor go-bun is that, of course, none of my monitors are on a regulation size table. I've dropped them down onto some other boxes, bookshelf type bookshelf box. And because of the nature of having a boom camera for the board, a microphone here, my talent camera here, it's a little bit dodgy to see what's going on. Okay, so we'll go high. This. All right, so those are the corners, 4 corner sequences. The upper left side was a little more played out than just a normal sequence. Now, because I did a short extension here, a 1-space extension, I'm going to do a 2-space extension here. And of course, that also threatens to slide under. I keep telling them they put their stone on the 4th line and they're going to have that threat. At least for me, they're going to have that threat. We've got to get my nephew and his wife involved in playing some other folks. I didn't tend to play the way I play. I play living room go. Okay, so I will do that. I will slide under. I think it's a good idea that if you threaten something and your opponent doesn't respond, that you follow through. Therefore, you think about the moves you're going to make. And if there is that follow through move, you should be making it. Okay. Now, let's see. So top looks pretty good. I better put a stone over here. Left side looks pretty good. Right side looks pretty good. For me, the bottom looks pretty good for Nikki, and her 2 corners look pretty good. So let's just support my right side position by moving out into the center. So that discourages any sort of plays here. I guess that would still be a good move, but this or this sort of discouraged now. If that stone isn't there, yeah, here or there especially would be a good move. Reduction. But if we jump out, it moves back just a little bit. According to my understanding of the game, I've been a very casual player for 30 plus years, so So I wonder if Nikki's going to play on this side of the board. Nope, she's jumping out from the bottom. Good, giving herself some depth. Okay, I think I'm going to act like I'm threatening over here on the other side. Nikki jumped out from the bottom at N5. Okay, so she's going to push against that. And let's see. Let's build a wall over here. Oops, on the other side of the board. Now, if we're fighting top versus bottom, I guess it's fairly close. I think I got a little bit of an edge now that I've got this in here. So reducing this would probably be a good idea before it gets too consolidated. So if I get the stone over in here, that's going to be a little bit bad. Okay, so I think I'm, oops. Wrong thing here. Okay, so we're gonna jump out. Don't like attaching. We'll see how Nikki responds to that attachment. Okay. Stand in that direction first. Folks have to take care of your troops. Okay, so Grady's Ladies is my opponent, Nikki. F12 would probably not be F12. F12 would not be good in any shape or form, I don't think. E12. Um, hmm, I wouldn't say it's dumb. My question is it going to be purposeful? Now, if you play there, I'm going to tutty, you're going to protect, and then do you have a follow-up after I make my move? That's the question. Okay. Ooh, okay, that might have been. It's not in a tutty on that stone. So, Nikki, I think you can do something a little bit better than that. Yeah. Now, the worst that can happen is that my next move, I could atari that stone, and then you could connect. Okay, that's a move away. So you don't want to fill in a tutty that has not been done yet, in most cases. That would have a purpose because you'd be threatening to push through. Um, I think you ought to consider the intent of my last stone. What is it doing? It's pushing through. So I think your do you want to save D11 or not? Okay, so that's an atari on me. So I'm going to fill. Okay, now, do you want to save D11 or do you want to do something else? D11 is just one stone. It's early in the game. There are bigger moves you could play. Okay, that's a little tight. That's a little tight. I think we've discussed this, that a wall is only as good as its counterpart wall. Unless you have two walls sectioning off a space, one wall, it doesn't do much by itself. So now, because of the cut at F8, you've got 4 stones floating free. Just tag that. Okay, now we'll just come out again. Letting things get away from you. Hey, Bug Kitten. Today we're playing Nikki. Um, Unfortunately, she started this row of stones going in that direction, didn't protect this cutting point, and then she pushed me out into the center so that now those stones are pretty well cut off. Smolsnick. Hello. And we are playing Nikki today. And coming to you from Hiroshima. So I moved to our new place the 1st of August. And so moving here, I have enough space on the second floor to play on my floor goban. In the old place, smaller space, so I had a table with a folding goban on it. Here's the poke, fill that in. I'll see you. Thanks for the follow. We have the top of the screen for that to register. So sometimes I don't even see them. We still have 20 minutes on Nikki's clock. Negligent. Where did I put that? Okay. So up here. Throw in. That's the first killed stone of the game to Nikki. Little test. Still testing. Nikki's been playing just since February. So there's still some things she's going to be careful of. Like this cut down here. I don't really have much knowledge of emotes. So bug kitten have no idea what your intention is there. Looks like a little baby. There we go. Okay. Just protect that. We've got some edges to do still. Okay. Okay. Nothing wrong with that move. She has something really better elsewhere. Okay. Hardly. I'm just a go putzer. I don't have a retentive memory, so I have no depth to my understanding of Joseki. Maybe a dozen. That's about it. That. I just like playing Go with Friends. And I like teaching new people. Um, Nikki, a cut there would not go anywhere. Maybe when you hadn't played '07, maybe that would be worthwhile. But if you have '07 played, you don't need to play there. There's no leverage to be had. Yeah, it's just a ladder. Play that. The point. I think that's pretty much it. I don't see anything else that works. So okay, 73, not too bad. Yeah, it's this big area here. Yeah, and these stones getting cut off. Yeah. So you did get this area. Your two corners lived. Yeah, it's that putting one stone right next to the last stone and then just pushing forward one stone at a time rather than spreading out and hitting key points. So we'll look at that a little bit in analysis later today. But thanks, Nikki. I don't think you're playing next week. Just playing Cameron next week on Tuesday night, his time. So, bye, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. And push the right button here. See you next time.